Bonjour, je m'appelle Anzar, je suis un doctorant de physique et en ce moment un doyen de recherche dans une université privée au Pakistan qui s'appelle Habib l'université. Je suis aussi le fondateur et directeur du laboratoire d'innovation de la même université et aussi un professeur associé de physique. I did a master's first in nanomaterials and then I did a PhD in surface sciences, a lot of physics and chemistry. So essentially my PhD was about nanomaterials. So in simple words, my PhD was in nanomaterials, and I went to a very good science university, which is at the moment called Sorbonne Université. And the work which I was doing was in one of the most cutting edge laboratories in the world, in a place which we call synchrotron, and it's called synchrotron Soleil. So that's what I did when I was here during my studies. I had my undergraduate in physics, and when I was done, I wanted to study nanomaterials. So this was year 2007, when the field of research in nanomaterials was not very common. And I had multiple scholarships to study in the United States, in the United Kingdom, and also I could have chosen to come here. I was lucky because there was a very special master's program that Sorbonne was starting at that time, which was in nanomaterials. And I just looked at that information. At that time, I did not know a lot about the country, but the education program was so fantastic that I was completely swept away, and I decided to look more into the country as well. And everything I read, all the experiences that I heard at that time, just sounded like a wonderful place to study. The educational experience that you have anywhere in the world, whether you come to France or go to anywhere else, it's what happens inside a classroom, what happens inside a university, and also what happens outside the university. You are not just growing professionally, you are growing as a human. And to grow as a human, there are many attributes which make you a successful human and a successful professional. For example, someone who can appreciate plurality of ideas, someone who is comfortable with diversity, someone who understands that there are multiple points of views to the world, and then understanding the context as well, that if you understand the context, you can apply it with a lot of confidence. So my professional life is a reflection of many of these values. And I was very young when I came here. I was 21. And my personality was something that wasn't developed by that time. So what happened inside the university was extraordinary in helping me build academic qualifications. But what happened outside the class, both in the university and then outside, was something I think that has become the key reason why I am the person I am today. Those experiences really changed me as a human, as an individual. And I think it's anyone in that age, when you're given this freedom, when you're given this experience of life, you are bound to at least think about things differently, and it changes you. And as a young adult, I really enjoyed that experience. There are a lot of fears when they think about studying in Europe. Mostly one of the biggest constraints they have is language. Many people do not know that there are extraordinary programs available in France which are available in English. And learning a new language is not just a new skill, it's also a new way to think. And on top of that, when many people come here, one of the most important things that they should do, that what I mentioned in the beginning, that you are here to gain knowledge, and that knowledge is going to give you some skills as well, but it is also to shape your life and your personality. And for that, take your time in understanding the culture, the values, the systems, the food, the music, and all of these collectively will shape your experience. So if you ask me about my time in Paris, I will have to tell you a million stories, most of them outside of the university, which are so important to me, that really shaped who I am today, and that continues to be a part of my experience. आइए फ्रांस में मिलते हैं।